Other talk shows, you can call it rapid fire because that's a commonly used moniker. I just like to call it reflections because I don't want it to be super rapid. I just want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind, right? So when the chips are down, data or gut?
Mix of data and gut. Never just data.
Oh, you should choose one.
Data with gut. Because I think context setting, like I said, happens with gut. It's just data, you don't know what happened 10 years back and it's not in the public domain. It's not useful. I think data with a mix of gut.
The one app you will check every morning.
I check, first thing I check news, I check TOI, then I go to Instagram, then I go to LinkedIn, and then I think that's my order.
Okay. What's your CXO superpower, your kryptonite?
I think I have clarity in a lot of chaos that I deal with. I think that's my superpower. And I can streamline. I mean, like I said, I've learned it over the years. I don't mostly lose my cool. I try and like navigate and fix it.
If your career was a Bollywood film, what would it be titled?
Okay. Now, that's something I haven't thought about.
I can give you an alternative. If your career was a TED Talk, what would it be titled?
It would be a TED Talk that it would be nothing is impossible. Never say no.
Never say no. That's interesting. One thing you wish more leaders said out loud in meeting rooms and boardrooms.
We don't need so many meetings. This could have been a call. This could have just happened over a phone call.
Yeah, this could have been a one-on-one call instead of a 7-person meeting. I agree. If Airtel Payments Bank had a mascot, what would it be?
Will most definitely be a woman caricature, somebody who's like caregiver and somebody who's trying to solve your problem. I think that kind of
that's the brand imagery that you have in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. One piece of advice you would give to a woman starting her career today?
Don't ever be bowed down by what people say. Go with what your gut tells you. And like I said in the beginning, never underestimate yourself and never say no. And I can say that why, and I know it's a rapid fire, but I would definitely stop here and say this because the industries that I have worked in, right, which is liquor, which is cigarettes, which is automobiles, the first thing that was said to me was, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to go into this industry which is dominated by men and you may or may not be taken seriously? And I said, yes, I want to do this and I want to prove myself time and again. And that's how I've worked in these industries which are purely, even till date, male dominated. You have very few women in liquor. You have even fewer women in automobile. Right? So I think for women starting afresh, just take on whatever comes your way and just don't say no. It's an opportunity. And in a boardroom or in a meeting room, always raise your hand first. Don't say that. And don't be in self-doubt that, hey, I don't think I will be able to. The moment you think that, that's where you lose. Just say you will be able to and you will find a way to do it. And you will 99.9% be able to solve for it.
Is there a quote or line that stayed with you now for many years, decades?
Yeah. The thing which sticks with me is I've not come this far only to come this far. There's a long way to go.
That's nice. And if you could be remembered, and too early to be remembered or agree, but let's say if you would want to be remembered professionally for one thing, what would it be?
I think professionally, it's not really a legacy that one leaves behind, but I think that whatever marketing or whatever work that I did made a difference to the consumer's life. And even if a bunch of consumers, a set of consumers, and it was purpose driven, it really transformed the way they were living their lives. Be it through banking, be it through empowering women, making them women banking correspondents, engaging with them, whatever it is. But how Shilpi really, led the way with purpose-driven marketing.
Wonderful. And one last thing, because you spoke about legacy. What is harder? Rebranding legacy? Because you worked in, I realize, legacy organizations as well as, startups which are completely in a different space, right? So What's harder, rebranding a legacy or building trust in a startup?
I think building trust in a startup, because there are a lot of challenges with a startup. And in today's scenario, everything is happening so fast. People are opening or getting into new entrepreneur ideas. They may not work, they fade out or whatever. So building trust, to be able to sustain that trust and to be able to deliver on that trust, I think that is which is something which is really hard. Like, you can establish trust and it takes a second for the customer to have a bad experience, and just like, the trust takes a nosedive. So I think not just build, but have trust, have moments where the customer, you have to keep building on that. And you have to be rest assured that you have to keep doing that, and not just because now that you're 5 years after the startup, you're 5 years into the business and you're doing well, these are some things which wouldn't matter. It's okay, now everybody trusts me. No. You have to stand true to that claim for as long as the brand is there in the customer's life.